Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I figure why not to Peter News. That's right, Peter News, updates and things to come. That's right, things to come. As we know, I always do these near Sundays and certain days to let you know what I'm going to be doing. So, as you know, I'm going to keep doing my Holland Marathon from the 80s and then work my way up to the Holland Marathon through the 90s. And you could say I'm still being a bit in the 80s because I'm going to start, without getting a burp, that's quite nasty. I'm going to start talking about video nasties. That's right, video nasties. I always talked about this, and I might even talk again about the history of our stupid government. Even in the early 80s, how dumb, how thick, and how stupid they were back in even in them golden days, how they started to press things. Nothing much has changed of our wonderful government, and it. So I'm going to talk about the golden days of the video nasties and all the ones what I think are duds, some I think belong in the fucking bin, and some what are hidden fucking gems. Why not? Why not? And I might start doing the verses again. I remember doing it last year and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I did one where it was the remake and the original. I remember doing, let me think, Chop versus Cock. I'm not going to call it Chop, it's an insult on the name. I'm on about the 2014 one. Compared to the original 1987 one, with a good actor, being Peter Weller, the remake is a piece of fucking dog shit. And I remember talking about Total Recall, one of my favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger films. The original is a tacit, the remake, a, a fucking rim job. I'm not going to call it Total Recall. I'll never in a million years call that Total Recall. What I will call it is Total Rim Job. Because it's a rim job. It's a big fucking rim job up your fucking ass. Up your asshole. It is. It's a piece of fucking shit. Never needed a remake. Piece of shit. And then the other one I did was Night of the Living Dead. I love Night of the Living Dead. The remake, that is. But the people think you don't like George Romano. Hear me out. I respect the 1968 one. I respect it for what it did. I respect it because it was above its time. It was very violent, very bloodthirsty for its time. And like I say, without the original Night of the Living Dead, you would not have got Michael Jackson's Thriller. You would not have got any of the other zombie films after. You would not have got the sequel being Dawn of the Dead, as well as Day of the Dead, as well as the Dud remake. So I respect Night of the Living Dead. Doesn't mean I'm gonna love it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking go down on it like it's a fucking royal family's fucking mins. But I respect it. I respect for what it fucking bought. I respect for what it bought. We can pronounce that fucking right. And now again, we talk about our wonderful Prime Minister, Wolsey Wusser. And we're sticking his fucking oar in the Russians. Down the fucking stop war. So no doubt us, the taxpayer, will be paying for missiles, rockets, and all the other war things. Yeah, but Peter, there's a war. It's not in this fucking country. I know this man is a dictator, but like all dictators, he'll get his trumpets, he'll get his preserves. Think about it. Adam Hussein, I always called Adam Insane, got his preserves. Bin Laden got his preserves. Hitler, who was thinking he was being tough with the Russians, got his preserves. He did a bit of aki-taki. So every dictator will always get their comeuppance. They always meet their maker. Always will do. So I'm going to talk a bit more about the versus events there. What I think about movies, what I think are hidden gems, and movies what I think are fucking shit. Why not? Why not? Apart from looking in the room, oh, it's my jolt. I put my jolt on. There's no bag of liquor there. It's my jolt. I remember showing my jolt off before. It's the one with the wolf. Today I got a new jolt. I remember showing this one. Beautiful one with a wolf on it. So yeah, not long finished work. And I figured, what the fuck? Let's talk about things I like to do in my spare fucking time. So I'm going to keep talking about movies and politics. And speaking of politics, this is what frightens me. You got Wussy fucking around with the Wussons, doing chat shit to help our country. Surprise, surprise. But it's what frightens me. Really frightens me this, because you've got Nick Starman. And I've already know what this fucker's going to do if he gets in power, which frightens me because it looks like he might be the next man on the block. He wants to get away our freedom of speech. Without that, and he got into power, the next thing he'll probably do is do away with human rights. Now, some people might think that's a good thing, because let's be honest, human rights stick up for assholes. But without human rights, it might be a bad thing, because it will get away with that. This will be a diplomatic country. What do I mean by a diplomatic country? Well, think about it. The Russians and all these countries with dictators, they're people what will control your life. You will not have the freedom of this. And if that ever happens, you, the people, will be told who to vote for. He wants to do away with the people like the union. And the thing is, the union are there for the working Joe. They're not trouble tossers like what Wussy wants them to be. They're there for us. And without the unions, there wouldn't be strikes. So people who strikes are bad. No, they're not. Because what they're doing is they're trying to get the right pay for all these nurses. If there's any nurses watching me, if there's any people like nurses, like ambulance drivers, like stews, even the stews were on strike, like train stations. I remember when they were on strike, I needed to be somewhere. But all of them, even though sometimes it can be a pain in the ass when I need to get a train to go somewhere. But without that, they're there for you to get the right money. Because let's be open and honest, the government will not give you the right money. Because instead of taxing the rich and undeserving, which they fucking should have done, they should have done that. What they fucking do is they'll tax the everyday people. The people what should be treated like the royalty. Like nurses. Like the NHS. See? Then we always thought I was an arsehole with the NHS. I'm not going to repeat my sister and my mate. I said it loads of times about my mate and my sister. But there's your answer. But Wussy doesn't care. He's only now helping on what, because now he's getting a lot of shit for it. He already sipped up. He sipped up on a short salt and said he'd go private. Because he can afford to do it. He can afford to fucking go private. But the thing is, if Nick Starman gets that, he wants to do away with the people who are fighting for you. You see, that's why I don't like Labour anymore. Labour used to be for the fucking working man. They used to be for the working woman. Now they're not. They're fucking not. And Nick Starman is a pie in the sample taste, man, my ass. And what he said, right, if he got to power is he's going to tax the rich. Do you fucking believe he's going to stick to them words when he's fucking rich stuck up twat himself? Nick Starman is a stuck up fucking pompous fucking prat. Don't do a shit about the working man. Why shouldn't he? He's a fucking rich upper class fucking snob. So there's your fucking answer. There's your fucking answer. Nick Starman's a fucking twat. You don't do a fuck. And if he does away with human rights and all this, you will not get a vote. They will vote for you. And what he'll do is, he will do away with the union. So then you will get paid a shit amount of money, and which you shouldn't be. And he'll do away with that. He'll do away with other things, what is good for us. He'll keep the middleman down, like Margaret Thatcher said, keep the little person down, that's us. And that's what he'll fucking do. So I don't want this fucking ponce, this pond life, this fucking arsehole, fucking the country up. There you go, that's the government for you. Do you think about it? Wouldn't they the ones that are supposed to be serving us? Well, there you go. No, it's not the way. It's not the way. The government don't give a fuck. And it's really fucking souls. But that just scares me. And it worries me. But it's just me speaking my mind. So I'm going to keep talking about me on a marathon. And I'll probably do some tests. I did one not long ago. So if there's anyone that wants me to talk about anything, let me know. I'll leave a nice comment or a thumbs up would be nice. But even if not that, if you're not subbed to me and you're interested in what I'm talking about, press that magic button. Be interesting to have an extra sub. And for my new subs, bit sloppy tis. Then my subs what have stuck with me. Bit sloppy thank you. I'm going to do some new things on the way. And some exciting things on the way. Can't wait to do some new stuff. You know what I mean? There are things that I like doing. I like repeating some of the stuff I've done in the past. But I'm going to go on and do some new stuff. Stuff I've not done yet. So it's going to be a fun ride. It's going to be a roller coaster. But it's going to be something I'm looking forward to doing. Something exciting. Something new. Different. Unique, if I have to give my tongue out. But yeah, at the moment, I'm not really going to talk that much about politics, because at the end of the day, they all piss in the same pot. It's been quite fun doing my horror marathon and talking about horror films, what I love, because in my eyes, not all horror movies is blood and gore. You know what I mean? We ran back in the days of the golden days of the monster films and so on, and you see what I mean. But I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and then eventually going to the 90s. It's going to be a while yet till we get to the 90s, but it'd be pretty fun to see. Because I think in the 90s there was a lot of hidden gems. There was a lot of hidden gems, which have never ever seen the daylight on DVD. And it's a fucking shame. There's a lot of good stuff in the 90s. So it'd be interesting to go back into that. And then I'm going to talk about video nasties. Well, you've already heard, just rewind back. There's some what are dud, some are fucking darbids, and some basically, well, they've already made remakes on some when you think about it. Last House on the Left, I Spit on You Dave, The Two Bots Murders, and basically made like Hollywood films. But, you know what I mean, there have been some hidden gems as well. But into them people, my magic word is, be smart, be safe. Until then, I'll see you later.